Hello again, this is Glenn.
I'm Rich.
And you're here at Start Rehab. And we want to continue along our discussions we've been doing. And one of the most important things that make this work, Rich, as you know, is exit strategies, right?
Yeah, you need one. Well, you'd have to come up with something to get in and out.
Yeah, now that you created all this equity in the property, you've rehabbed it right, you can see it, now you got to get to it, right?
Right, this is true. Once you've got the building, you've got to determine what you want to do with the building. There's several options that are available. We're going to touch on a few of them. But one of them is that you look at a property and you got to determine, is this something that I want to keep long term, or is it something that I'm looking to move? At that point, you've got a decision to make. We're going to help you with a few of those.
Right. Well, one of the obvious ones you can do is that it's one of the most affordable ways, especially with prices these days. If you're looking for home ownership, a $25,000 mortgage is a heck of a lot cheaper than buying it at market value in a finished property. In a lot of cases, you're looking at home ownership for less than what you're paying in rent.
Mm-hmm.
A home of your own rather than somebody living above you or below you. And one of our favorites is keeping the property and renting it out, especially in today's market, right?
Yeah, I mean, think about it, the options that, geez, the benefits of keeping a building. If you're buying it at a low price, you're also able to charge rent, which, depending on the size property or unit it is, can bring anywhere between $700, $800, $1,000 in rent. And if you decide to keep the property, you're also going to have the equity in the building, which could be, geez, if you're buying a building for, let's say, $20,000, if it appraised at $120,000, it's $100,000+ worth of equity that you have.
Right, and that $20,000 mortgage is going to be dirt cheap, and you turn around and rented it out Section 8. Maybe it's a 3 or 4 bedroom house, and you're making a grand positive cash flow easy.
Jeez,
and as our buddy
upwards of $1,000, you know, in equity, you know,
yeah,
it's a good deal.
Right, and as our buddy Warren Buffett once said, his favorite holding period is forever.
Right. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to hold a property. I mean, one of the things that you stated many, many times, why sell the cash cow?
Exactly.
Right.
That's a lot of people's misconception. They want some fast cash, they make a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 profit, and before you turn around, they've sold it. They bought that new car, they went on vacation, whatever they're doing, they blew the money. Now if they want more, they got to do what? Do it all over again.
Right. Right.
Whereas if you kept the property with all that equity, you wanted to do something, pull out the money, you still got the property, you still got the cash flow. Ongoing, and it's always appreciating.
This is true.
Generally when you talk about real estate.
Right. Yeah.
And obviously the last, exit strategy is selling the property, which is what everybody wants to accomplish. Mm-hmm. And that's one of our keys to successful rehabbing we covered earlier. Don't be greedy, right?
Right. Yeah. If you've got a building and say you want to sell it, and well, let's use a scenario that plays out normally. Say we've got a 4-bedroom, 9-room single-family property.
Okay.
And after you're done, let's say you purchase it for $20,000. In hypothetical numbers, let's say you put 20 in.
Okay.
That building was to appraise at $140,000, and you said, I don't want to play landlord. I want to sell the building. What is the smartest, fastest way to do it? Well, if there's a couple blocks, a couple neighbors on the blocks that are selling their home, and they're trying to get 140 for theirs, for their property, what if you were to sell yours for 100, even 80?
Right.
Who would sell their property first?
If you sold that property for $60,000 under market value, newly rehabbed, don't you think you're going to sell it? The one big key, as we covered before, don't go and look at rehabbing as if you're going to win the lotto on one property. Turnover is the key if you're going to make money that way rather than hold. And of course there's other ways of selling it too. Mm-hmm. And it's nice to have potential buyers that don't have to qualify for a mortgage, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, especially with today's market being what it is. It's pretty hard. And for even those people that have got the 650, the 720 score, whatever it may be, with the lending situation now, as we all know, what's going to happen is the lender's going to ask for, I don't know, are they only going to give maybe 70, 80% LTV, which is loan to value for those of you not in the know, which means basically you're going to have to come to the table with 20, 30% of whatever the purchase price is. Not that many people have got $20,000, $30,000 in their pocket to come to the table with to own the property. So we're the alternative. We give them the options.
Exactly. And it's nice to have options, and it's
Yes,
all
it is.
set up by the things we've talked to you before about. So, as always, if you're interested in making money, give us a call or stop by.
773-47-REHAB, or visit us at 6325 North Avondale, Chicago, Suite C2.
We look
Thank you.
forward to seeing you.
You have a good one.